and First Lady, Mama Michelle Obama, Your Excellency, Dr. Ali Mohamed Shein, President of Zanzibar, the Right Honorable Prime Minister Mizengo Pinda, distinguished leaders, distinguished invited guests, all protocols are respectively observed. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. President, allow me the permission on your behalf to welcome to the State House this evening all the guests that you have invited to this state banquet you are hosting in honor of the visiting President Barack Obama of the United States of America. To get this banquet underway, Mr. President, I have the singular honor to invite you to give your welcoming remarks. Mr. President, you have the floor.
Your Excellency, Barack Obama, President of the United States of America, and American First Lady, Mrs. Michelle Obama. Your Excellency, Dr. Ali Mohamed Shein, President of Zanzibar, Your Excellency Mizengo Peter Pinda, Prime Minister, Excellencies, serving and retired national leaders, and very many out here, in here. Excellency, honorable ministers, officials of the US and Tanzanian government, Excellencies, ambassadors and high commissioners, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm truly delighted to once again welcome you to the State House, to Tanzania, and to Dar es Salaam. The people of Tanzania and I are extremely happy that you included Tanzania in your second visit to Africa. Your presence in our midst today speaks volumes about the warm and fraternal relations that so happily exist between the United States of America and the United Republic of Tanzania. Indeed, the news of your visit generated great enthusiasm, and as I mentioned earlier, I have not seen the people of Dar es Salaam from all walks of life come out in such huge numbers to receive a foreign head of state. You are so special to the people of Tanzania. We love you. We love the United States of America and truly value this relationship. It is heartwarming indeed. This is your view and wish as well. You confirmed it during the official talks and at the press conference. Let me once again express our deepest thanks and appreciation to you, your administration, and the people of the United States of America for the continued support and assistance extended to the government and the people of Tanzania. Your support in education, healthcare, roads, infrastructure, electricity, transmission, distribution, water supply, food and nutrition security has improved the lives of many people in Tanzania. I believe continued support will mean more people being lifted out of poverty. Your words of assurance that your government will continue to assist Tanzania in our development endeavors have been received so warmly, so dearly by all of us. Mr. President, during the official talks, we both underscored the need to take our relations beyond aid, to increase trade and increase investments. The business meeting organized by the Corporate Council on Africa, bringing together over 200 businessmen and women from the United States and the African counterparts, underscores this fact. From now on, Africa would wish to see increased investments and trade relations with the United States of America. This could be done at bilateral and regional levels, as exemplified by the cooperation being developed between the United States of America and the East African community. Mr. President, tomorrow we will be launching the Power Africa Initiative. aimed at assisting African nations overcome the huge electricity deficit facing many of our nations. The per capita electricity supply in the US is 12,000 kilowatt hours. In Tanzania, it is 150. Uganda, 151. And this is the average for the whole continent. This is the Power Africa initiative, therefore, is a shot in the arm coming at the right time. Africa is poised to take great strides on the path to higher socio-economic growth and development. But these efforts are grossly being undermined by the acute shortage of electricity. US intervention, therefore, will go a long way towards enabling African nations to unleash their growth potential and improve the well-being of its people. It will enhance our competitiveness, promote industrialization, improve the well-being of the people, and make our countries active players in the global economy and partners in global trade instead of being mere recipients of foreign aid. Mr. President, we thank you for your leadership in addressing stability and security challenges facing African nations. You have been an inspiration to all of us who cherish the values of democracy, individual freedoms, diversity, equal opportunity, and a conflict-free Africa. You are a true friend of Tanzania and a dear friend of Africa. We'll always cherish this friendship in our hearts and minds. Your visit had been too short. This is good excuse for you to come back in the near future. For a longer visit so that we can have the opportunity to show you more of Tanzania, the land of Kilimanjaro, Serengeti, Ngorongoro, Crater, and the Spice Islands of Zanzibar, the ultimate paradise in the Indian Ocean. Mr. President, Madam Michelle Obama, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a night for speeches. After those many words, it is now my singular honor and pleasure to ask all of you present to rise and join me in a toast. To the President and Mrs. Obama, to the American people, and to the people of Tanzania, to enduring friendship and cooperation between Tanzania and the United States of America. To the President and Madam Michelle Obama.
President Kikwete, we thank you for your welcoming remarks. And now I have the honor to invite President Obama to the podium to give his response. President Obama, you have the floor.
Well, President Kikwete, Madam First Lady, distinguished guests, on behalf of myself and Michelle, our delegation, our daughters, we want to thank you for the incredible warmth and hospitality with which you've greeted us throughout the day. We could not be more grateful. I am not the first American leader to visit this beautiful country. Other presidents and prominent citizens have come before me. We just came from South Africa, where Robert Kennedy famously spoke of how every time we stand up for an ideal, we send out a tiny ripple of hope. Less known is that after that trip to South Africa, Robert Kennedy also came here to Tanzania. It was a little different back then. Kennedy and his wife Ethel rode in the back of an open truck. The Secret Service has me and Michelle inside a fortified limousine. We call it the Beast. As Kennedy's truck made its way through the crowds, he picked up two boys and let them ride alongside them. The Secret Service doesn't let me do these things. When Kennedy came, it was a public holiday here. I apologize to Tanzanians that you all had to work today. But while these times have changed, the good feelings stay the same. We've been deeply touched by the welcome and the warm wishes from the Tanzanian people along the streets as we came in here with you tonight. Dar es Salaam means harbor of peace, and we thank you for sharing that sense of peace and brotherhood for which this country and its people have long been known. Mr. President, you've shown wisdom and strength in seeking reforms so that more Tanzanians can enjoy progress, more opportunity. And like me, you're strengthened by a woman who is a leader in her own right. I'm told that Mama Kikwete is fond of a traditional Tanzanian saying, my neighbor's child is my child. Yeah. And that sentiment, I think, also captures the feeling the partnership between our two countries must have. You know, we live thousands of miles apart, but as fellow human beings, we share a sense of obligation to each other, especially to the youngest among us. So you might say an American child is my child. We might say a Tanzanian child is my child. In this way, both of our nations will be looking after all of our children, and will be living out the vision of President Nyerere. The core values that he proclaimed for Tanzania also describe what both our countries seek: wisdom, unity, and peace. Hekima, umoja, na amani. So what I'd like to do is to propose a toast, if I can get my water here, to our gracious Tanzanian hosts, to our Tanzanian friends, and to wisdom, unity, and peace that we all seek in the world. Cheers.
We thank you, President Obama, for your response. And now, Excellencies, dinner will be served, and bon appetit. Members of the media, we can now take leave.
Ndoto yako kupitia magodoro.